The morning sunlight reaches, soft yet insistent, through the slender branches of a birch tree, its leaves quivering with the promise of a new day. As I stand there, I am taken, not by any single thing, but by the delicate choreography of light and shadow, the very dance of nature. The air, still cool with the remnants of night, clings to my skin, fresh and damp, as though nature itself has just awoken from a deep, dreaming sleep. In the silence of this moment, there's only the quiet murmur of the wind, the murmur that carries with it the smell of earth, wet stone, and a distant hint of pine. These instants that feel as though they exist between worlds, that something larger, more profound begins to emerge. The world of sound, too, is awake now. I can hear it, the faint rustle of leaves, like whispers passing between old friends, secrets exchanged in a language older than the sky itself. The gentle sigh of wind in the tall grasses evokes an almost imperceptible vibration in the chest, as though the very pulse of life were echoing through my own body. My eyes turn toward the meadow, a vast sweep of green and gold that stretches endlessly into the horizon. The wild grasses stand tall, as if they have been waiting for this very moment to sway and bend with the wind. They do so with such grace, with such abandon, as if the earth itself is alive, breathing deeply, feeling the pull of something ancient and yet continually new. I pause, not moving, only watching. The grasses whisper their own song, each blade bending and returning to its upright position with quiet determination. A breeze lifts them, sending waves through the field, and I am reminded, just for a second, that we too, like these grasses, are often carried by forces we can neither see nor control. I take a step forward, my feet sinking into the earth that has soaked up the morning dew. The sensation is soft, almost inviting, like the earth is holding me, wrapping itself around my soles in a quiet embrace. The air around me is alive, no longer just a passive element, but something with texture, with weight. Each breath I take fills my lungs with the essence of the world, the dampness of the soil, the crispness of the leaves, the richness of the sky. My skin feels charged, as though every pore has opened to drink in the vastness of the landscape. And then a sound, sharp, pure, the cry of a bird slicing through the quiet. Its song cuts across the soft rustling of the grasses, an unexpected note in the symphony of nature. It is brief, and yet its echo lingers, reverberating in my chest like a string stretched taut and plucked with gentle force. I raise my gaze and follow the flight of the bird, its wings cutting effortlessly through the air, dipping and soaring as if there were no boundaries between itself and the sky. For a moment, I feel myself becoming one with the bird, suspended in that effortless glide, as though I too could fly with nothing but the wind beneath me. As I walk further into the meadow, the sun begins its slow climb in the sky, casting longer shadows. The light that spills through the trees now has a golden warmth to it, and it dapples the ground in patterns of light and dark. The earth seems to glow beneath my feet, as if it holds something extraordinary beneath its surface, something that only the sun's touch can reveal. The scent of the grass deepens, a heady, intoxicating aroma that fills the air. Each breath I take becomes a part of this landscape, as though the very act of inhaling pulls me deeper into the fabric of this moment. I cannot separate myself from the space around me, the grass beneath my feet, the wind on my face, the bird in the sky. Everything converges into a singular experience. I look out toward the distant mountains, their silhouettes softened by the haze of morning light. They stand silent, patient, unchanging. Yet in their stillness, they seem to pulse with the unspoken rhythm of time, a reminder that the world does not rush, that it moves in its own way, at its own pace. The clouds above, too, drift slowly, their shapes melting into one another like liquid silver. They hold nothing but the sky, but somehow in their changing form, they speak of something timeless, of movement, of passage, of the eternal dance of nature. A sudden gust of wind sweeps through the meadow, lifting the grasses, scattering them like a sea of green waves. For a brief moment, I feel the earth shift beneath me, as if I too am part of this larger force, this unstoppable flow of nature. The sound is soothing, an endless hum, a whispering lullaby carried by the wind. I close my eyes and let it wash over me. The coolness of the air, the rhythmic pulse of the wind through the field, the steady beat of my own heart, now in sync with the world around me. I open my eyes again, and the sky seems broader now, more expansive, as though it is reaching for something just beyond the horizon. The sun has risen higher, bathing everything in a gentle golden light. The shadows are no longer long but soft, merging with the land, with the trees, with the grasses. The world feels alive, not just in the physical sense, but in the deep, mysterious way that life reveals itself when we are open enough to see it. I stand in awe of this simple moment, this quiet scene, knowing that it is fleeting. Soon the day will change, the light will shift, and the world will move on. But for now, it is perfect, just as it is.